Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Oh, shh. Yeah.
Guys.
You guys have been asking for the last 2 weeks for us to bring our baby in studio. Jesse has the baby.
I have the baby. That's why we're late.
That's why we're a little bit late today.
Sorry.
Jesse has the baby. She's going to have it throughout the show.
Yep. Just like the old days.
Yeah. Why not?
Remember the old days?
Just bring the baby on the show. Who cares?
Right?
Who cares, you know?
I know.
We did that in the old days, by the way.
We did.
We did bring the baby and just put it down right next to your feet.
Yes, and I would just rock it with my feet.
Yep.
And we'd have to keep
And
stopping.
still do the show. Show goes on.
Yep.
Okay? Show goes on no matter
We're
what.
here for you guys.
Yep. Yeah, and no one else. Do you want to show the people the baby? Do you want to expose the baby to the world?
Sure.
There it is. There it is. Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Okay.
James, look at that. Oh, look. We wouldn't bring our fucking kid into the studio.
We're
Come on.
fucking professionals. And by the way, it's my only time away from the baby.
Yeah, so she's not bringing the baby into the studio.
Bye-bye.
You guys are dirtbags,
I
dude. You want to
know.
see a baby on live air? No.
Please.
No, dude. We're all done with that.
You want to think oh, you had a baby, but you don't want to actually see me be a mom. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
that's
dude.
gross.
Nobody wants that.
But you want to be see the picture, the sleeping baby. But if you had to actually see me.
With the baby, then you would freak out and say, hey, dude. I don't want to see the baby.
Should you be in public?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the other thing about it is no one cares that you have a baby or if you're pregnant. No one gives a shit.
No.
And I try to impress that upon people where it's just like, hey, dude, you know that we've been having children here on this planet for millions of years at this point.
Right.
So
Right.
no one cares. Everybody's been through it. Nobody wants to hear the story of, I couldn't come in because of my baby or whatever the fuck. No one wants to hear it.
Right.
Even when you had a baby, I came in the next day. Was I the greatest that next day? No, I wasn't, On an hour's sleep. Wasn't great that day. Nobody wanted to hear it. They just wanted the goddamn show.
No one wants to hear it. No one cares. Go ahead and flip this camera to us.
There it is.
Yeah.
Where's
Someone's missing.
Yep.
Someone's
Bob.
missing. Where are
Bob. Yeah.
Huh. What happened with Bob?
I don't know.
I don't
What
know.
happened to-
So Bob had some plumbing issues. It was like, hey, my wife's not. And I'm like, Bob, not
Buddy.
the time to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Who you talking to, bro? Now, we did say...
She's got 3 kids.
Right.
0 fucking problem. You didn't miss a goddamn show up until the very end. I think you did a show 2 days before you actually gave birth.
I think so. And then remember when you were dead?
Yeah, there it is. There
we
it
get
is.
applause for that? Yeah.
You should.
Remember when you were dead?
Yeah. Remember?
I was in
remember
every
when
day. I would puke in the bathroom and come and do the show.
Sure. Remember when I was dead and then I got up I walked out of there and I was on set here within 10 hours, I think.
Yeah.
And even you were like, hey, dude.
No, we all were pretty uncomfortable with that.
Everyone was.
Yeah.
Everyone was. But the show goes on, dude. I was in a fucking coma and I came back for the people.
Do you remember when I visited you in the studio, Ross? Or sorry, in the hospital?
No.
And then you choked me out?
Nope.
Yeah, remember that?
No, I don't.
Well, I never visited you, so.
No,
he did
You're
send
welcome.
he did send a huge present. Remember that?
What was it?
See, he didn't remember anything, so you can just say
exactly,
all the...
Yeah. Was that real or no?
No.
Oh,
No.
Nah, I figured.
No.
Come on.
Nobody... I didn't let anyone
Smart.
visit you.
'Cause I was
We're
dying.
some operatives
I was
that
dying.
were trying to break in.
Yeah. I had to put a password on calls
Smart.
because people, I don't know who you dirtbags were, but people were trying to call and get information and say that they were like relatives, neighbors, whatever.
By the way, the weirdest part about that process was I still to this day get people will be like, man, somebody should have told us what happened or where you were. I was like, it's none of your fucking business.
Yeah.
It's like, it's my wife's. and my immediate family, but that's about it. Like,
it was it was a judgment call I made.
Smart.
I figured, and even you coming back, I was like, look, you're back now. Ross is back. He's making all the decisions. If it were up to me, I would say, let's give it a couple weeks. And you were like, no, bitch. I think you said no, bitch. Right?
I did, yeah.
No, bitch, get out of the way, right?
Move, bitch, get out the way.
And everyone was like, hey, Ross, what's up, bud? You good?
Yeah.
And look at you. You're completely back. We're
Fine
all excited.
now. Yeah, who cares? Who cares? Show goes on.
The show goes on.
It's either I die or I'm here. Like, that's kind of it.
That was it, yeah.
That's it.
And I was just kind of preparing for both. You know what I
no
mean?
one steal his identity?
Bob's got to...
I know, right?
Bob's got to put on the big boy pants at the household and say, I work, I make money, I'm going to work. And that's going to happen.
So I think
for
we
Bob.
told him, yes, you can have the morning off. We will drag you.
But for news, no.
The entire show.
Yeah.
We will make a spectacle of you. We will mention you. We should have put the baby in the chair, right? Something like that where it's like, whatever. But
Baby might have done a better job.
look, Bob.
Yeah.
Look.
Not the best time.
Just go to Twitter. If you want to do
YouTube
Bob's
makes
job.
us zero money. So, like,
Right.
I told Bob, not the best time. Not the best time, Bob.
All right,
you know?
Bob. All right, Bob.
We are headed to 100,000 subscribers. Magically, you guys are fighting through this. No one's getting notifications. I had Giorgio, I was talking to, before we came in the studio, I was talking to Giorgio about yet another phone call on the parking lot with an investor. And even he was just like, by the way, man, I'm looking forward to seeing your show that you're about to record tomorrow when I actually get that notification. I was like, yeah, because you're definitely not getting it now.
No.
No.
You won't get it live.
No.
Are
We have,
they-
like, even looking at these numbers now, right? We're live on YouTube, as we usually are. That's not going to be for long, obviously. But with that, we have 99,300 subscribers, and there's only 240 people.
Guys, I don't want to flame you all, but I zoomed in enough so no pertinent information. Dan, if you want to throw this up real quick.
Go ahead.
12.5 of you have pressed the bell notification button. Oh, never mind. Well, all right. Well,
Yeah.
12.5
Technology
12.5 of you
isn't close
are
to being
subscribed.
there. Yep.
Bob. Yeah.
Bob, hey, Bob, could you? No.
Bob. Oh, no. Sorry.
Someone unplugged that computer.
Giorgio's going to have to do so
Boy.
much today. I'm sorry, buddy.
It could be our technology. You know?
Yeah, but do you think YouTube is putting like a delay on us because they know we?
All of it. Who
No,
knows?
it's okay. Giorgio's here and he can fix things live.
He's here. I know.
There we go.
Now we can pop it up.
There it is.
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Look at this,
Shame all of you.
guys. But I will say,
12.5%. Tell them where the bell is.
it's up in the corner.
But you have to do like multiple
So
things,
see
right?
at
You have
the
to
bottom?
click the bell and then do something else,
Where it
right?
says subscribers who have turned on all notifications for your channel and have enabled YouTube notifications. So on your phone, if you have turned off the notifications, you won't get it. So if you're
Got
like
it.
trying to be in that like sneaky link mode where you don't want people to
Sure.
text you and get caught, you also won't get our YouTube
Yeah.
notifications.
Gotcha. So,
Yeah, and I get that.
yeah, totally.
But I have to respect the ones that fight through.
Yeah.
Life finds a way.
Life finds
very
a way.
Jurassic
Love
Park.
finds a way.
The Nooners, very Jurassic Park. Do you know what I mean? They
I wish-
fight through.
And if we were rich enough, I'd have a fucking live orchestra in here to play that theme song and then just say, great, yes, I'll take the fucking copyright infringement off the video, whatever. I just want to
love
hear
that
it.
song. Did I go too soon?
Next week, this week, Jurassic Park is out again, dude.
Jurassic Park
Pork.
25.
Pork!
Which number is this Jurassic Park?
80.
80, right?
The reviews were so bad on this movie this week that they were just like, does it matter?
Is Chris Pratt in it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yes.
He did another
And,
cycle, slimmed down. Good for him. It's amazing.
Bryce,
The numbers are off the charts. Here's like the reviews are so bad that I think the studio is just posting the box office numbers, and they're like, we don't care. I think already worldwide that movie has made $300 million because it came out overseas first. Comes out to China first. Let's be honest. We're making movies for China first, and then the rest of our nation.
Yeah.
Except for our Lord and Savior Tom Cruise, who had it the other way, who was just like, nah, dog.
I don't think you can say those words together with Tom Cruise.
I know. He might get.
Is
needs
it
to be-
Xenu?
Yeah, it needs to be like Elron.
I don't think you can say that name without
Elron?
a certain level.
Yeah, I'm a Sea Org. I'm a Sea Org.
That's the lowest level. You do not want to be on the Sea Org. That's where you go.
Exactly.
If you've been a little troublemaker.
That's where you
Dilbert said he's
disappear.
watching this remotely right now. And hey, thanks, man. From work.
bro.
We appreciate it. Notifications on. A lot of you have DM'd us to go live tonight for the January 6th hearing special. It's going to be in prime time. We're going to do it. I've offered UFC tickets to these guys to come and do it. And who took them? Who took them back there?
No one. We're just doing it out of the goodness of our heart.
Okay.
Nah.
You don't even
You
want to
got
go to
this.
the UFC. Okay.
Only if we're
I'm not
making
watching
content.
this shit.
Dan goes through cycles of like being into it and then being not.
And then being not into it. Are you watching
We're on a
Live?
down
Are you
cycle
watching the
now.
Live golf tournament instead?
I was. It's actually a surprisingly good product.
I told you. I fucking
I mean,
told you. I
well,
watched it this morning too.
The production is. They still have. There's no stakes, so it's like I don't really care about it, and I don't think people are really going to care about it until there's more people there.
Right. But hey, did
it
you
seems
see
like there will
did
be.
you see the YouTube numbers for it?
95K is what I saw. when I was watching.
Unbelievable. 95,000 people watching. If you got that on Golf Channel,
Because initially,
Be a great day.
I think it's the initial interest, right? It's the first day. People want to see what it is.
I have
It'll fall off.
I have another theory on it as far as YouTube goes. I think people love golf. They love gambling on it. I'm not sure if mybookie.com had odds up because I was too busy losing money on the Warriors game last night. But with the kind of excitement and gambling on golf that is recent now in the last year and a half, I think people will probably be betting on it, watching it, and it's a lot of people's favorite players.
It's nobody's favorite players.
People still love Phil Mickelson, dude. Ask any father. If they love Phil Mickelson, they'll say
They're a
yes.
Freddie Couples guy. My dad's a Freddie Couples guy. Everybody's dad's a Freddie Couples guy.
Sure, but Freddie's older than Phil.
I know.
Freddie's almost dead.
Phil kind of, I don't know. Phil kind of ruined his reputation, but he's bouncing back. He's wearing an all black outfit today. He had the Augusta logo on.
Yep.
And he I guess he took like a black marker to it and just filled it in black.
Sure did.
Is weird.
He's got a beard too. Phil Mickelson now has a beard, which is very like I've been in hiding for a couple months. It was weird seeing. I don't think I've ever seen Phil
He's
Mickelson.
never
with a
had
beard.
a strong neck, a strong chin.
No.
So it's a good idea for him.
Problem is though, when you hit 50s like that, it's all gray and you have to constantly diet all the time. Eminem's the perfect example of that. Like, let's not do it. You can't do it anymore.
The
You
best
can't have a
part-
beard at that age.
The best part about today, though, was they revealed guys that have already committed, I guess, in their commercial without them officially committing. So, like, Bubba was in the commercial, but Bubba hasn't officially committed, so it was kind of like a reveal.
Shut the fuck up.
Also, Matthew Wolf.
Wow. All right. Getting some big boys in there. It's going to be fun. I love when shit's getting mixed up like this. You know, Saudi money's involved. Let's do it. I don't care where the fucking money comes from. Somebody asked me the other day, they were like, hey, would you take the Saudi money? In 2 seconds, Jesse would be in a fucking burqa right now.
Listen.
If they offered me $100 million to come and do the show every day.
Yes.
If we're going to give them our best golfers, all I ask is for gas to be under $3.
Well, we're not there. I'm not even close to being there, and we'll get to that in a second. There was a fun, flirty headline I read before walking into the studio today. But first, Chrisley doesn't know best, Jabes.
No.
No. Boy, this turned out almost exactly the way I envisioned it,
Right.
but with so much more. Like there was just so much. There was one extra layer where I was like, all right, cool. I know these guys are probably embezzling money and whatever the fuck they're doing. And they don't really live in Atlanta. They were living in Nashville for most of that time. And then they had this house that they shot at because Georgia offers an amazing tax break there as far as filming goes. And I knew that area pretty well because it's pretty close to where I grew up. And I was like, man, they're definitely not living there full time.
No.
And they weren't. So as it turns out, they were embezzling money with their financial advisor, and it was about $30 million that they were able to get out of small banks. So they weren't going into Bank of America or Wells Fargo or whatever. You know those weird banks you pass like on side streets where you're like, what is the First Nation of
Liberty time.
Liberty today?
Liberty today, yeah.
What's the First Nation of Liberty today? It's a small, like, mom and pop bank. They're trying to make shit happen, trying to give loans to small businesses in your area. For the most part, they're trying to do right by people in the community. Those are the ones that got defrauded in this. It was the small mom and pop places. And then what they did was file for bankruptcy once they got $30 million in debt. And that filing for bankruptcy allowed them at the time to wipe off $20 million in debt off the books because it was like, well, we're bankrupt, sorry. And that happens all the time with businesses and things like that. So it's an easy way out of lawsuits and everything else, unless you're doing it illegally, right? Turns out the businesses weren't real. And the feds were able to get his financial advisor to flip on the family. And that's husband and wife, by the way.
Yes.
It's not just Todd Chrisley, it's also the wife. What's her name?
Julie.
Oh, is it It's Julie?
Julie. And in the show, which this is going to tie into something you may reveal in a second, but in the show, he is just so hot for Julie. I mean, he cannot keep his hand. He never actually puts his hands on her. He just talks about wanting to.
Yeah.
And then there's always a part at the end of the show where they get into bed. She's got her full, like, old man pajama set.
Yeah.
He has his matching. And they just go, kids, get out. We want to have sex. And then it ends. Because I am so hot for Julie.
Yeah. And this spawned the infamous line from this show that's probably one of the most famous catchphrases you've ever had on this was, I love
pussy. But also, I'm not gay. I'm just from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now, this also ties in because people have always said, because when people are like, he's like gay, right? They're like, no. There's a lot of like, you know, guys from Atlanta that are just very effeminate. It's sort of a thing. And I was like, yeah. I mean, that's it. It tracks, right? He has a bunch of kids. He's super hot for his wife, Julie. And he just likes fashion and, you know what I mean? Yeah. Fashion and Botox, and he's openly, you know, talking about all the work he's got done. And
the fact that Rob's not here is disappointing because he has a great impression of
Chrisley.
Because we did a comedy album a few years ago called Spare Bedroom. No free plugs, but
Sure.
oh, where can you find it?
Where can we find this spare bedroom?
Because we're gonna.
It was on.
Play it.
I know it was on Apple, so you can find it.
Oh,
I think
okay,
on
spare
iTunes?
bedroom, guys.
All right.
Spare.
Are we allowed to
bedroom.
play a clip of spare
I'm
bedroom
gonna
on the
try to
show? You guys
find-
own the rights, right?
Yeah. I made the whole thing, so I'm gonna try to find a clip of him speaking as Chrisley, and then stay tuned.
Okay, cool. And then we'll play it
Love
live
it.
on air, and we'll give you the free plug for that. Do you guys actually see the money for that?
No. I mean, we made like virtually no money. That's not it. No.
Okay.
It's another spare bedroom.
Yeah, it's
album.
another spare bedroom album. Looking forward to it, but
Yeah.
I can envision him having sex with his wife and then crying as soon as he came, where it's just like, we did it, right? And we're done?
Yeah.
We're all done here?
I think the amount of kids he has is the amount of time they've had. Do you know what I mean? Like 4 times.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
But yeah, he's just.
So the feds got his financial advisor to flip
Yep.
because he was fucking him.
An intimate relationship.
They were fucking. It was just two grown men fucking. Two grown men having sex together, laying on top of each other.
Sure.
In various positions, nude, sweaty, oiled up. They were having gay man-on-man sex, and he was spurned. He was spurned by it because Todd kept going back to his wife and then having this family, and he felt like a jilted lover in this sitch. So the feds knew that. They got him to flip on Todd, and they gave him full immunity in exchange for what Todd and his wife, Julie, really did, which was defrauding for $30 million. And they're going away for a while. So they were found guilty on all counts. And the sentencing is coming up in a few months, and they're looking at 30 years.
Right, which they won't get.
I think at a minimum, they'll probably get 5, right?
I think maybe they'll do separate, kind of like a Teresa Judice situation where like he'll get the bulk, maybe 3 to 5, serve 2. She'll get like 1 and serve like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Or 2 years and get like 18 months or whatever.
Yeah.
But yes, I don't know if they're going to be charged totally together because she very easily can be like, I don't know, right? I just sign what's put in front of me.
So that's what both of them said during this trial.
Right, and they're blaming him.
Right, but it doesn't matter. Like
it doesn't matter.
It's all over now,
Sure.
and they've been convicted.
Yes.
So now it's up to the judge to determine who's going to get what in this sitch. And usually in a situation like that, one person has to stand out and be the prominent figure and be like, my wife didn't know about this or whatever. In the case of the two of these fucks, I don't know if he'll do that.
I don't know if they can because she actually has stuff under her name as well. So like she got fraudulent stuff, or whatever.
Well, what they were alleging was you can get more money if you're splitting it up and putting it into two different people's names.
Yes. So if she's signing something,
right,
you know, it's harder to be like, look, I'm married to him. My name's not on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's easier to do that than if you're actually actively going in and getting the weird loans yourself.
Sure.
Which apparently she did. And they have young-ish kids. I think they have one minor kid, maybe two. So they may be able to serve separately, kind of like a Teresa. So like one goes in, then when they're done, blah, blah, blah. Or they may just be like, fuck you guys, and send them away. I have
kind of
no
like
idea.
to see a reality show of just the baby on its own, where they leave the 2-year-old and they have a reality show about the 2-year-old raising itself. Now that I'm all in for.
Fun.
That'd be a blast.
And it could be like Grayson knows everything.
Yeah, he knows where the dog bowl is.
Right.
And he pulls out a little dog bowl, puts some cereal in it, and just eats right off the ground.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
And I'd be all in for that. I'd tune in for that.
I also don't think they're not taking any of the shows off USA. I think they're still, Chrisley keeps the lights on over there. So I do think they haven't taken anything off.
Well, here's the weirdest thing. So I looked up both of their series because the kids have their own series too.
Right. And then
Neither have been
has
canceled.
another one. Yeah.
Both of them got picked up for new seasons. And if you're going to tell me that the fucking producers and the networks didn't know that these motherfuckers were going away, like, of course you did.
Yeah.
Same with Teresa. What are we calling it? Judice?
Judice.
What's her fucking real name?
Teresa.
Gun to head. Tell us her real name right now.
You would say Judice or Judice?
It's spelled Guidance, right?
I don't know.
Judice. Why can't we just call them Judice, dude?
No, dude.
Because they're Italian, we can't say that?
Yeah, but the
What do you want from me? I'm Italian?
whole point of an Italian name is because they sound so fucking awesome like that.
Why would you change it to something that sounds like French or kind of Caribbean?
Judice is pretty fucking...
But they don't go by Judice. They go by Judice.
Judice, yeah.
What the fuck is that? Judice? Jesse.
I don't know, dude. I don't know the answer to these questions.
Jesse? Judice?
Yeah.
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 Is that a dreidel?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm supposed
Giorgio
to go.
said that, so you can come after just Giorgio on Instagram for that.
I'm sorry, I just got here and I'm really high.
Yeah. He has not been here. He doesn't know what we're talking about.
Makes sense. But yeah, I would lean into it. I'd just change my last name to Gabagool. Like, let's just go Gabagool for the last name. Be like, all right, great.
Or Dadoosh in the
Yeah,
Gagoosh.
Soprano. Just name your. We're changing our name to Soprano. Yeah, or
That's
Garden.
a good one.
You know.
Garden?
Yeah, like the Olive Garden, and it's like that's real Italian, where it's just let's get into it, let's get wet with it.
Yeah.
But all these little fuckers from reality TV are just going away.
Yeah.
From the same thing, it seems like, just embezzling money.
Yes. Well, and I think it's a pretty common thing with people that have a lot of money and they don't want to give it to the government, right? But
this isn't the case. They were taking out $30 million in loans.
Exactly, because they were
what?
on a reality TV show in which they had to be rich.
Right.
And that wasn't really how it was going, so they had to, right? Mm-hmm. They had to keep up appearances. Many of the housewives go down, for example, for this because, and I never understand, if you have shit like that in your skeletons like that in your closet, why are you going on a reality TV show?
So here's the answer to it.
It's always going to come out.
There's two answers for this. One, the producers look for people like this because they don't really care what happens to these people. Where they're just like, great, you don't have the fucking money to do this? How are you going to do it? Yeah, you're going to go to jail. You're going to do some illegal shit. It's great for ratings.
Yeah.
2, the actual salary for season 1 of any reality show is always the same. It's usually 10 grand. You get 10 grand an episode. Now, usually that's taxed out of LA because most of these production companies are in LA, so you're dealing with 13.5% for LA taxes or whatever. 12 episodes in a season, you're looking at 120K minus the taxes and all that shit. You're probably down with like to 65 grand at the end of these fucking shows. No, that is not enough to keep up the appearances of the Chrisleys or any of these other fucking people on Bravo.
Right.
You actually need real rich people for that.
Sure.
So like if you look at homegirl, Lisa Rinna.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's married to somebody famous who's on TV for years and years and years. And it's like, all right, great. They've got some money.
I
They've
think
had money for years.
she was as well. Wasn't she soap opera forever?
Soap operas don't really pay that much to live that lifestyle. But yeah.
Yeah, so Harry Hamlin has to keep going to work, right?
Well, he got in when the getting was good. So, like, if he invested well, they're fine forever. Now, with Lisa Rinna, what I will say is this. For the Housewives and all that other shit, if the ratings are great, it's kind of like a Marvel movie. A Marvel movie will only pay you $250 grand for the first one. If it does well and you do sequels, that's where the real money's in. So now, because she's on one of the biggest shows there is, they have upped that salary, and I think she gets upwards of $150 to $250 a show. So like, yeah, you're good on that. You know, you're looking at a couple $1 million a year, but you got to get through those early seasons. And like, let's face it, the Chrisleys, probably for those first like 3 or 4 seasons, money wasn't great.
Right.
And to have that lifestyle and keep up all the shit.
Oh, in the first season, they had a 30,000 square foot, you know what I mean,
house.
mansion. By the end, they're in like a townhouse in Nashville. And so it's kind of like, do you know what I mean? But being like, well, we just want to, you know what I mean? Trying to spin it in that without saying like, we've lost a bunch of money and we're just trying to get back to like.
Oh, yeah. Because otherwise, the Chrisleys would be doing a fucking reality show from the Ozarks. Like, you know,
right.
like a place that's that Ruth was in.
Right.
Like it would be the trailer park area that Ruth was in
right.
Ozarks. And you're like, all right, yeah, now this makes more sense. And
It's a wonderful area.
Financially live.
Lots of dirt biking and 4-wheel driving. It's I
Ozarks?
recommend. I recommend.
Do you
it
hope
quite
to
a
go
bit.
back one day?
With you guys.
Oh, that would be fun.
Probably
I
not
want to
going.
go to the Ozarks. I want to go.
I want to go to see it once, and then I
Yes,
think
me
I'll never
too.
again. Like
I'm
never.
not
that's all you
saying I
need.
want to go every summer.
That's what I've heard. Everybody says, "Hey, dude, go once, and then after that, you're good."
We'll go to Party Cove. We'll
yeah.
do it up.
Yeah.
Dan also has something special for us right now.
I think I
Does he?
found it. I think I found
Did you
it.
find it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Let me play it. There's a really, really controversial clip before the Chrisley sketch.
Okay.
We're gonna
What does it
skip over
involve? Like, because you know
Controversial.
us, we care about controversy.
I don't think we should do it for this network. I'll tell you off air.
Oh, okay.
oh
great.
shit! Did you guys say the N-word? Did you guys drop the N-word on there?
No. But for our audience, it's probably not great.
Okay.
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 Sure.
I got you.
Sure.
Controversy comes in many different sizes. You know what I'm
shapes.
saying?
But usually always
What?
looks like this.
White.
yeah.
You bet.
Somehow
You bet.
the culprit is always that guy.
Well, play the clip, play it aloud, and let's keep the camera on you, and we'll see your reaction to this.
All right, guys. Are you
When's
ready?
the last time you listened to this?
Probably like 2 years ago.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great.
So I think this is the time. If the time mark is right, this is where it should start.
Okay.
I hope it's wrong. I really do.
Hey y'all, I'm Todd Chrisley from the hit USA show Chrisley Knows Best, and I'm here to tell you about my favorite new straight sex condom, the Trojan Mega Pleasure. I know what y'all are thinking. If a real poonhound like me recommends a rubber, then there must be nothing better to wear when you're all up in a lady, tapping on her cervix like a bongo drum. And boy, if you thought smashing a big old wet pussy was fun before, and I know you know I always loved it, just wait until you get yourself all up in a vagina wearing a Trojan Mega Pleasure. Trojan Mega Pleasure condoms. It's what I split my wife with.
This is really good, actually.
That's so
What's
good.
the name of it? We'll plug this.
So
It's called Spare Bedroom, but like don't waste your money on it. Like maybe we might put it on
That's a
the,
great clip.
Yeah, we might put it on the Patreon. I don't know.
That's
there we
that's
go.
really funny, actually. Bob does it like this was Bob's day, and he ruined
know.
it.
Do you want to know what the actual clip was before it?
sure.
It's called Inflatable Black Teenager.
Yeah.
I've heard of this clip, and it is very funny.
Yeah, I
It's
think I've heard
funny.
of it too.
But it might upset our audience.
Why? What was said during? What's the context?
because you
Context
guys-
is always important in comedy.
Because you guys aren't being racist?
If anything, I don't know. It would just upset people that are like pro cop.
Oh, well, there
gotcha,
we
gotcha,
go.
gotcha.
There we go.
That joke is fine though. It's been done a million times. I'm okay with it.
There's a lot of gunshots.
Like 6 different sound effects for gunshots.
Fair enough. I
Alrighty.
think I know the clip.
All righty.
Speaking of the Ozarks,
Yes.
guess who got the new Madonna biopic?
biopic? I'm just joking.
Yeah,
That was for Bob too.
it was.
Damn it.
And it's not here.
Who got it?
Ruth. Ruth is playing Ruth from Ozark. Julia Garner.
Julie?
Julie?
Julia Garner.
I think that's a good one.
She's amazing.
I know. I think that's a really great casting choice. I know they had offered it to that Pew chick before, and we talked about this a couple months ago on the show. And I guess she turned it down, which is strange. How do you turn down that movie? Madonna's directing too.
Yeah, but I do think. Don't you think like those initial meetings with Madonna would be a fucking nightmare?
I don't know. I think it'd be a blast. I actually think it'd be a fun thing to shoot. Now, the disappointment when I told Giorgio this before you walked in this morning was palpable. Giorgio actually prefers today's Madonna versus a young, hot Madonna. And what is it about the new Madonna that really gets you besides her being 67?
There's like this essence about her.
Yeah.
You know, this aura that she has, the way she carries herself, moves forward. Like, she is Madonna now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's been Madonna. Like, there's just something
Are we
about
able
that.
to pull up her Instagram?
I'm gonna Giorgio, I'll side with you on this one. If you're gonna do it and just become a cartoon character and you want to fuck Jessica Rabbit in real life, like a cartoon version of that, and I know you're into anime, today's Madonna will probably get the job done for you, for sure.
Yeah, does she have like a grill in this photo, I think?
Yeah,
she's
she's
just all
been
diamond
doing
out.
this grill for a while now. She adopted some black kids. I don't know if that's for them or just that's a new fun flirty thing for her. But yeah, pop it up. But you can put that on screen.
I would love to be arm candy for this Madonna. She'd probably dress me up in some Balenciagas, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
she'd
what?
be great.
I like this. There's another Madonna that she's being right now, though.
I'm going to ignore that Madonna.
Okay. We're just going older version of younger Madonna,
Madonna,
basically, because this new thing that she's doing, just one video from the Instagram, and we'll just put them side by side.
Which one do you want to see here?
Are you
I wanna
talking
see
about the
the
one of
one
her
where
walking
she's
into
like-
a club? Do you have her
No.
IG up right now?
I do.
No. I need her saying stuff and getting really close to the camera. There's one where she has like braids. It's probably a newer one.
Newer? All right, so I'm going back up.
Braids, and she's kind of like.
Who's in
maybe
the top
it's-
right there?
maybe
What
it's
is that?
fucking
Is that her daughter?
TikTok, dude.
All right. Well, I mean that still plays. I mean these are weird shots, but like.
Look, pictures, fine. Video, disturbing.
All right, there we go.
No, that's not even.
No, this isn't. This is just her.
Great. This is great.
Yeah,
right?
it's not bad. It's not bad. Look at
Look,
that.
she's being all artsy, like.
Fuck yeah, dude.
This is artsy?
This is
You know
her
when you're like
Warhol
all
phase.
high and you're like, you know what I should do?
This is her Warhol phase. Let her be Madonna, dude. Let her fucking live her life.
Fine, but anyways,
Oh, now it's getting all trippy here. And she just
look
puts
at
her
that,
makeup
dude.
on.
Oh, look at
There's
that.
an array of light.
It's like a dream.
Now look,
It's terrible.
I say
terrible.
good. I say good.
How
for
many
her.
men are doing her hair right now?
Yeah, exactly. This time lapse.
Madonna, dude. If you can have all the things done like that, you do it.
Sure.
You absolutely do it.
Sure. But Julia Garner, that's her name, right? My God.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It is perfect because she,
Looks like young Madonna.
yes, and she has that same kind of vibe of like, I'm interesting looking, but very confident
Yeah.
and like can be very,
I don't give a shit about fuck.
right.
Yeah.
Like has a thing about her. If you just saw her, you wouldn't be like classically, beautiful or hot. But when she's like doing her thing, you're like, fuck yeah. And that was Madonna back in the day.
Yeah, I think it's a great casting choice.
Yeah.
The person they went out to initially didn't really make that much sense to me. This totally does, where I was just like, all right,
Yeah.
great. And I don't know why you turned down that, especially with her directing and the money behind it. They're going to go for it.
Again,
They're going to go for it.
There had
and
to
Madonna's
be
had a
some-
crazy fucking life. Like,
Yeah.
I hope there's a Sean Penn in there that just beats the shit out of her and they beat the shit out of each other. Like, I want to see that. I want to see all the things. I'm assuming there's probably going to be a lot of nudity as well.
Yeah.
It has to be, right?
I think so. Or like implied, or like a boudoir type of thing, right?
Remember that whole phase where she was shooting shit in black and white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's had many different reincarnations, and I have to respect her for that. I think it's funny. This is Giorgio's favorite.
Yeah, it's still Madonna, Giorgio.
It's got to be the age.
I'll side with Giorgio on that.
This is a
Still
great
Madonna.
image right here. Her and Julia Fox.
Go ahead, put it up.
Oh Lord.
Look at that, dude. Look at that.
Anka-chan.
Anka Jams and Madonna right next to each other.
Good for them.
I need to be in the middle of that.
I know.
know.
Good for those.
I know.
Good for those two
Yeah.
empowered women.
Yeah.
No, I say good for them, honestly. And Giorgio needs to be a part of it.
He does. Hey, did you see Kirill's having a birthday party at his house? Giorgio?
When is it?
When?
I think it's this weekend.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I know it is. He's flying in somebody for the full 24-hour party at his house, like one of his followers on Instagram. So,
Oh, that's
Are
nice.
we
It
flying
is
Giorgio out there or what?
No.
no. Do you want to go, Giorgio?
I can't this weekend.
What are you doing this weekend?
Oh.
I
You
might
got big
have
plans?
an event here.
What the fuck? You're bailing on our plans.
Well, I was supposed to go floating with Dan.
Floating?
Yeah, we were gonna. Go
We have a
float.
bus with like 50 people. We're going down to San Marcos to float and drink.
So
Now, do you
just sit in
smile?
an inner tube and then just float down a river, right?
Do you smile when you do that, Dan?
Yeah.
We were probably
You
going to drink
do?
some hard AF.
Or do you just
Yeah.
internally have a good
We're
time?
going to bring some hard AF. We're going to
Should.
share it with like the 50 or so people on the bus.
Yeah,
Take
definitely
a
do
pic
that.
or two?
Yeah, take some pics for sure.
But he's like, oh, someone's offering me this amount of money that means nothing to me.
You should
Like,
go float.
Right, you should go float. Enjoy your life. Floating down a river.
The crypto Austin community has reached out.
Oh, God damn it, dude.
We don't need that.
No.
No.
Not only do you not need that, did you guys, I read a weird article. Do you guys remember the OC show?
Do I
Show the-
remember the OC?
Yeah.
The scripted?
Yeah.
OC?
Yeah.
Hello. It was only like
California, here we come.
Right
Very
back
good. That's-
where we
Started from California. I can't go that high.
That was a Bob moment too, because you know how he likes to yell into the mic.
And he would have gotten that high note that I couldn't hit
and
right
he
there.
would have like not even moved the mic away. He would have just screamed right into it.
Yeah.
He loves it.
So I read a super weird article about the lead from that. Ben McKenzie was his name.
Yeah.
Who was the lead of the OC.
Yes.
And it says from the OC to AntiCrypto. And apparently, like, his whole Twitter is, and this was in the New York Times, it was about warning people about investing in crypto and that he thinks it's all a scam and that everybody's going to lose their money. And it was super fucking strange. Like,
Is that a personality trait?
I don't know.
Anti-crypto?
It's the first time that I've ever heard it. And like, he wants to be the only celebrity that's warning. He goes, so I read the rest of this article. And what he's saying isn't that far-fetched. I mean, he was essentially saying, look, you're buying all these weird coins from all these celebrities like a Kim Kardashian or, a fucking NASCAR race driver or whatever, because there was that Let's Go Brandon coin and all these other coins. And he goes, they're just taking your money and then they're selling it once you actually buy into it so they can keep all the money and then you will lose all of yours. I highly recommend against all of it because we don't know what the fuck is going on here.
Right, but I want them to give me their money
Yeah.
before they lose it.
So
Listen,
that's
listen.
exactly what he said in the article, by the way.
Just because this is our generation's timeshare does not mean it's a scam. All right, it's a wonderful
That's really
opportunity.
good. That's really good. Let me talk to you. Do you have a moment for me to talk to you about crypto?
Yeah, you come talk. We'll give you a free lunch.
Yeah.
Free round at the local.
Oh, is that what you're doing
Muni.
with the float? Come on the bus. We're all floating. And let me just talk to you
now I
real
wanna
quick.
go
Give me a
float instead of
second
making
about.
money.
You
no,
should
no,
go float.
That's not for crypto. That's for my other pyramid scheme, Verve Energy.
Oh, God.
What's Verve Energy?
I don't know. It's some
of
multi-level
all,
marketing.
It's adopted by 4 NBA teams right now.
Yeah. Do you like driving a BMW that's been leased for 2 months?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I interest you in that?
Yeah, you
Sound
can.
like something I can interest
What
you in?
do I have to do?
Look, all you gotta do is reach out to your closest friends
Okay.
and tell them about Verve.
Great.
You get them underneath you.
All right.
You don't actually sell the Verve. You
All
just
right.
we give you the product so you can show your friends.
Sure.
But they just need to sign up so they buy the Verve.
I would be
okay.
really good at that. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Hey, girl, want to come over? You seem cool. Want to come over for some wine?
Do you know how many times this
I
happened
just
to
want to
Jesse
be
in real
your
life?
friend. You just seem like cool. Let's hang out.
I actually tried to get my entire fraternity in college to willingly sign up for a pyramid scheme. So every pledge class that came in would move up. And everyone's going to make money eventually until the fraternity shuts down.
That's actually pretty genius.
Back in the
Pretty
day,
genius.
it was a lot easier.
Yeah.
Now it's like everyone's on.
I've been at
edge.
parties, barbecues, all that shit with Jessie, and seeing her get cornered by women who are trying to do a pyramid scheme. It's usually skincare products
Essential
or
oils.
CBD or oils.
And look, I say good for you. I have nothing against it. I just am really desperate for a friend, and so it was a sad situation. Do you know what I mean?
I've been there.
Jessie came
You know
home
what
one
I
day
mean?
and she goes, "Hey, I want to apologize." And I said, "For what?" And she goes,
I didn't say that.
"I spent $120 tonight at this
Oh
thing."
yeah. That was Lulu Row. You know it? They did a big. Do you sell multi-level? Okay.
Oh, thank God. We
Okay.
got some listeners in the show,
Sorry. No,
here, and I'm like,
but-
what if they did? And they were like, let me tell you
But
about an
Lulu
interesting
Row
product.
is the big scandal one that they did the documentary on and everything.
Is that the clothes?
Those are the weird leggings.
Yeah. Oh,
The blonde lady,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah,
watched a couple of those with me. And I bought a couple because I was just like, you can't.
but you're the way you exhaled when you walked through the door and your explanation behind it was fine. You go, look, I essentially just paid $120 so I could have a friend.
So I could have friends.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, I love you. I'm sorry.
I've paid way more for way less.
Right?
Yeah, we
Me
all
and
have.
Giorgio.
You know how much it costs Magic the Gathering cards?
Oh my gosh,
Just
that's
so
so
people
true.
would talk to
Pogs,
me?
mine was Pogs before that.
Pogs, fat ass white girls.
No, do you remember Pogs?
That's is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah.
Ross is too young for Pogs.
I'm too
I
young
know.
for Pogs. I don't remember Pogs.
He's too young.
Doesn't
yeah.
mean Alf.
I don't know any of it.
The Slammers.
Sorry. I saw Nelly at halftime last night. That was the first time I'd heard his music. It's getting hot in her. Weird choice for the Boston Garden last night, by the way.
I got Nelly confused when he said Nelly. I was all, ew,
Ew.
ew, ew, ew. Genuine?
That's Genuine, My
Yeah.
Pony. And
Sorry.
no, that's the wrong
Jump
guy.
on it. Jump on it.
Nope.
No, still wrong.
It's totally different. Genuine is the stripper song for males and females alike.
My pony.
Get on it.
Yeah.
My pony.
Who would be like a good Boston rapper to get then? Like Sam Adams? Like
So I thought about it. If it's because the Celtics haven't been back to the finals in a long time, I was really, really hoping for game one to be Dropkick Murphys. Like if they would have come out and did the two songs that they're known for, great.
it's a hockey thing though.
Yeah.
Let's go, boss. I mean, let's really get aggressive and get into it. The cutaways to that fan base last night, it looked like people wanting to murder each other. So let's just feed into it and go full Dropkick
Could you
Murphys.
get Marky Mark back in the
Well,
back?
that
in,
was my number twosie on that list,
Okay.
but I think he's making a little bit too much money to go back to Good Vibrations at halftime. People would go bug fuck,
right.
but I don't know if he would do it.
I feel like Boston fans, though, are willing to do stuff for the Celtics. Like, no matter how much of a celebrity you
Yeah.
are, the Celtics are still, like, more of a celebrity.
Yes,
Like
correct.
if it was Brady, I think he would have done it. If it was like a Patriots thing, he would have maybe done it.
Wahlberg
But
Patriots, yeah.
I don't know about. If
He did
was
bring out the
loving-
trophy after they beat the Falcons, and it was like, you left. You left the game. I was sitting next to you. Like, you left.
Yeah.
You walked out of there with your entire family. I was next to you.
Right.
In the third quarter. You didn't even see the rest of the goddamn game, okay?
Yeah.
Well, he had to get to the pregame or the postgame.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He took
had
his
to
whole,
get
They were on a
down.
flight. They actually, and this is a true story, they were actually on his private jet back to LA. And I heard he didn't even get to see it. Good. Nothing makes me happier than that, by the way. But he trotted out the fucking trophy the next year. Oh my God, I'm so proud of Tom. We knew he could do it. No, you fucking didn't. Grabbed your whole family of 18 and left. Left the fucking game. But as far as Boston goes, new kids? Did you trot out new kids? Donnie? You get Jenny McCarthy fucking courtside.
Yeah.
Just that's my husband that I make out with.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And I think
they're touring though. Like I think that's
right.
not a.
I think NKOTB is probably
Yeah,
your
yeah,
best
yeah.
bet. Nelly was a weird one last night during that game. Like he's from the Lou and he's proud. The Lou doesn't have a basketball team.
He's a free agent. He gets to pick whoever he wants to be.
I guess so.
Did he have a
Duluth
Band-Aid?
should have a basketball team.
Should they?
That's like the
Probably,
one thing that
yeah.
could do well there, probably.
Should they? I saw LeBron today because
What's
he's
the
the
Lou?
first.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Oh,
You can find
if
me
I hear
St.
one more,
Louis.
no, just
Yeah.
We get
this
it.
studio
You're from
needs
a
to
big
stop.
city.
Yeah.
From a big city.
No, look, but does it have to be St. Louis? Let's find an. I'd have the studio be all about
does not.
Delco.
It does not. But Giorgio, to your point, because they're talking about having an NBA team. LeBron just became the first billionaire NBA player that is currently playing. Michael Jordan was already one. He said this morning, by the way, he wants to open up a team in Vegas. Now that I'm all in for. Like anything in Vegas, I'm all in for. If I can gamble on it and then just go to the game and get the money in cash, bless you. I'm all in for. Vegas as a town, as far as sports go, is surprisingly a fucking blast. So if you put an NBA team there, great. St. Louis, no, we're not putting anything in that dog shit city. Like,
Yeah.
You know, the reason why the Cardinals are so popular, the baseball team, is because that city's so fucking boring. It fits the model of like, all right, great, yeah, people are gonna watch baseball there.
And the Blues.
Do they watch the Blues though?
They love the Blues.
Do they?
They fly
right.
flags for the Blues.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh.
All right.
Also, I
Two.
didn't realize how many great Boston bands there were that we're forgetting about.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay,
Fire away.
Let's do it.
Guster.
No.
Sing me a-
Nope. Send
sing me a bar.
one Guster song.
Sing me a couple bars.
One Guster song.
Okay, go on. Okay, keep going.
Power Man 5000.
I
When
loved.
Worlds Collide.
I love their second song, which was
When Worlds Collide.
their second song.
Gangstar.
Oh, now.
Gangstar, I'll get down with.
Okay.
I'll fuck with Gangstar.
Old school rap.
Yep.
The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Remember when Joel was going to Deftones, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love them! I love that band." And the whole time I was thinking Mighty Mighty Boss Tones,
Yeah.
and I thought it was a fun little kind of ironic thing that he was doing with his girlfriend, like going to this horrible band, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Yeah.
Sing a couple bars you did last time, right? What is it?
Yeah.
Of the Mighty Mighty Boss Tone song.
Ever have to
Dudes knock on wood.
Oh, fuck.
And it's like ska.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ever have to knock on wood.
And his voice
And
was
I wish
like-
I would. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very Smash Mouthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for Boston.
Ska.
He did
Yeah.
have like a dyed black hair and a raspy voice and like
Sure.
a little bit of a bigger build.
Sure. Speaking of a raspy voice and a bigger build, they panned to the celebrities at courtside last night. Dave Portnoy from Barstool was there, and guess who was sitting next to him?
My new stepdad. Right?
Guy Fieri.
Fieri.
There was a look on Portnoy's face when they panned to him in the crowd last night where he was like, what is my life, dude, that I'm sitting courtside next to Guy Fieri? You could tell they didn't know each other.
I don't think they did, and I think
They weren't together. They
I
weren't
know,
together.
and I think they were rooting for different teams. Is that it was
Oh, you
something
know what?
where they were like, "Oh, it's gonna be a long game," and they were kind of playing it up a little bit
Gotcha.
because I feel
it
like
was a good game.
So
a
he's
good game last
so
night.
Fieri's San Francisco guy,
Oh, he is. That's where he's from?
where he lives. That's
Okay,
where
gotcha.
his ranch is, whatever. And then Portnoy obviously is
Boston,
Celtics.
yeah,
So I think they were kind of jokingly not liking each other. But like, how could you sit next to Guy Fieri and not have a good time?
That's what I say.
Yeah. So I think they
would
were
just
fine.
love to order all the food inside Boston Garden and be like, hey, what do you think of this? And be like, fucking sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Just have Fieri go, hey, man,
Yeah.
I got a place in a little town in Omaha, Nebraska that would blow that away, that hot
Yeah.
dog away. And you're just like,
Yeah.
all right, sweet, let's do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun, flirty time last night.
I love it.
With the two of those guys.
I love it.
I mean, that's about it. Like, celebrity-wise, they cut away to Paul Pierce. I didn't see Marky Mark there last night.
No,
Did you see him?
Can an ex-member of the team really be a celebrity at the game?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he used to be here.
Yeah,
and now
yeah,
he's
yeah.
True.
down.
It's true. Yeah, he used
Even
to play
when
here.
he said the name, I was all, oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
who
exactly.
you mean?
Yep.
Because I'm husband wife.
Yeah, but Nelly was weird. And I would have probably gone NKOTB, you know?
Yeah, that would have been fun. I just don't know if it was the crowd. It needed to be somebody.
The crowd needed to be Dropkick Murphys. Like, that's what it really needed last
Okay.
night. There were the cutaways to like the just randos in the audience, all of them wearing jerseys. It's exactly, it looked like extras in like fucking Good Will Hunting, where you're just like, all right, great.
Yeah.
They're going to tear each other's faces off tonight.
Right.
And if the Celtics lose, they're going to burn the building to the fucking ground. But they ended up winning, and all was right in the world. Now, how they got there is a different story. Because gas now, the average price for a family vehicle to fill up your tank is now $95 in the United States of America.
Yeah.
That came out this morning, and holy shit, I want to live in the state where it's $95 because it's not this one. Right. I don't know about you. What's your tank filling up at?
I think it was 75 yesterday.
For the whole thing?
Yeah.
Wait, you
That's
guys,
not bad,
you guys
actually.
fill up?
I know.
Yeah, well-
I didn't even mean to either. I was like distracted. I usually put like 20 or 30 in, and that's what's gonna happen.
Here's the thing: you guys laugh at this. So when I go to the pump here in Texas, it stops at $75. You have to go in to a lot of the places and say, "Hey,
Oh.
can you keep
What?
going?"
Yeah, it stopped at $100 for me.
Oh, it stopped at 100. Yeah. So
get your credit up.
different gas
your
stations
credit
are.
score?
I'm on debit card, bro. I'm not even using credit cards. And with that, I'm like, hey.
I think they just know, though. Do you know
Well,
what I mean?
I think it's so high now that they're like, are you sure you want to do this? It's kind of like Netflix. Are you still watching? I mean, we'll keep going here, but are you sure you want to go past
No,
the
in my-
$75?
In my experience, people will take your money, whether you
That's
want
what I thought.
to give it or
That's
not.
what I thought. So
Oh.
it
So I don't think
stops.
that.
So every pump is different. It stops. There was only one that I went to that actually let it fill up for the whole thing, the whole shebang. And that came in at 128 for me. And I drive a pickup truck. And it's unleaded. I want to say that it's not premium, right? It's a fucking unleaded tank. The cheapest gas you can get, and it was 128. And that finally, there was a gas station that let me do it. And I was like, oh my God. I clutched my pearls. I was like, are we here? Yes, we are. And then when I read this article that the average price now around the United States is $95, all I kept thinking was, is there a point where people are just going to be like, hey, I can't come into work. It's just too expensive to drive there.
We're going to start
Well,
carpooling,
Bob will
right?
do it. What?
We'll start carpooling here, right?
Yeah, I think you guys are going to, right?
Actually, yes. But
I actually don't live that far away. Like the new studio is the same distance as this studio.
Oh,
from my
great.
place. Yeah.
Great. How about you, Georgia?
it's about, I think it's 22 miles.
Yeah.
What?
Really?
It's
He
not.
lives
It's 12
by-
miles from here. Do you live, where do you live?
And I live 3, actually, no. So it's probably, it's
You're so off.
17 miles.
It's not.
17 miles.
It's not. You live like 2 miles away from me. It's not that.
Really?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, but in Austin is different than outskirts.
Right.
That's true. Because that traffic is brutal. Luckily,
Even getting out of his driveway, I'm sure is.
and we accidentally bought a house closer to the office, and it was on total accident where it was just like, all right, shit.
It's got to be.
But you guys are
dude.
pretty nice, right? Like 10 minutes out?
8. It took me 8 minutes
Yeah.
to get there.
It has
yeah.
to be because I'm fucking 40 minutes
Can
away
I show?
right now, dude.
If I text you a picture, can I show you a progress report?
Yeah, 100%.
right, cool.
Go ahead and text it to me. But also, is this any indication of maybe the timeliness of the shows at the new studio?
Yes, dude. Believe me. Like, I want to be on time. You know, when Ross was dead, when did we start?
Always on time.
Thank
11.
you.
Yeah. And it's my fault. And
No,
I can
it's
tell
not your
you-
fault. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
The
It's not your
kids
fault.
were in school. It's not your fault. Give a hug.
It's not your fault.
Goodwill Hunting, yeah. No, it's the kids are out of school. Summer is the worst. Anyone who likes summer is a ridiculous person. All your kids are home.
Yep.
And it's just, I got a new baby or whatever. I don't
It's
know.
not really that. To be honest with you, I'm just sitting in the parking lot outside the studio on phones with investors and shit, and like it sucks. I hate it,
Yeah.
and it's usually me, and I'm usually sitting in that. I can tell you which spot too, right here. It's right next to Giorgio's truck, and it's just 40 minutes on the phone, and I'm just staring at homeless people walking by, and it sucks. And I'm like, oh my god, and it's just
I don't even want
endless
to
phone
put
calls.
sets in here.
I know, right?
I just want Ross
It's like,
to
what are we
practice the punt,
doing?
pass, and kick.
So there it is right there. This is the new studio. This is like phase 4 of this. So we gutted that church, demoed the whole thing, put a fucking football field in there, And we will keep that screen
for
behind us for
watch-alongs.
watch-alongs. So if you're in Austin, you want to come and drink seltzer and all that shit, you'll be able to do watch-alongs, all the fun stuff.
I think we're stressing Giorgio out, but...
Are we?
Yeah, it's
Why?
going to be a lot. I mean, it's just going to be a lot.
Initially,
but we'll figure. I mean, Giorgio will figure it out.
But how nice is that place?
Yeah.
now? Like,
No,
I
that
don't
was a
want-
Pentecostal church
I
at one point.
don't want to put sets in
I
there.
know. I
just
don't
want
mess it up.
a camera on Ross every day, just like a little stretch out in the back,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a couple warm-up throws, getting
Sure.
that leg all nice and ready.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
Sure.
I took my son in there, and he said, "Dad, I can play with my whole team soccer in here." And I was like,
Oh,
I know,
buddy.
I know.
Buddy.
We didn't spend
All right, we
all that
pivot.
money on that, though.
We pivot.
Pivot.
We're an indoor soccer arena that streams it.
Yes. Yes. And then
And
we
we
have
bet on it.
sidelines.
If we could
shows.
stream me coaching my son's games against other teams, and then all the bets were on my bookie, bro, that way we make it some real cash. You're betting on little kids. Fuck yes, dude. That is the future.
Giorgio,
It really
don't
is.
encourage him.
No, it
Let's
really-
go.
Because you don't have any of this data. Like, it's not like betting on the pros. There's no Vegas lines. Like, it's just pure. Like, how's that kid look? Is he crying yet?
Yeah, no, just a little Thunderdome where we take all your children and they play games and we gamble on. And I think we pivot to that. That's a better model.
Yeah.
The podcast model, we don't. Again, we're ashamed to be called podcasters.
What are we
know this.
doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
even
It's a
doing?
What are we doing?
daycare that streams the children's athletics.
Yes, let's
I was
just bet on
setting up-
child sports all day long.
I'd rather run a gambling ring than be a podcaster.
Same, and I'm great at both. I can coach and fucking podcast. I'm great at both. What would I make the most money on? Children, betting on my children to beat your children. Like that's it.
I was
That's all I'm
setting
doing.
up internet at our new house, and the lady, oh, what's the business? And I told her, oh yeah, those are
Yep. Every time whenever you tell
my
people
daughter.
you podcast,
My daughter really likes them. She has me listening to Kevin Hart has one. I'm like, what the fuck? I go, yeah, it's
And then
good.
I can, I slip Jack's candy bar. Be like, throw this game.
throw
Yeah.
the game,
Throw the game.
throw the game,
yeah,
dude.
and he will do it.
He'll do it for candy.
That's the thing. Like if he's our ringer kind of thing, he'll
Yeah.
do it. He'll do whatever Giorgio tells him to do that
He'd do
day.
it if I let him play Roadblocks.
Yeah. You're like, look, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna,
It's true.
you're
'Cause
gonna
we don't
take a dive.
allow video
You're
games
gonna
in
take
the
a dive
house. Yeah,
today.
yeah.
You can come over and play 4 hours of Roadblocks
Oh
or
my
Minecraft.
God, he would die.
If Giorgio got him a PS5,
He
he
would
could
die.
convince my child to throw every game.
Literally.
And it's not the cost of the PS5. I just
No.
don't want the goddamn thing in the house and him playing it all day.
Respectfully for that.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I told him 12, but
12
by the
years old,
time
yeah.
he's 12, I'll probably push it up to
Bump that up to 14 and be like, hey, dude.
Depending, like hopefully by that time he's into other stuff and won't be like, I've been patiently waiting for the, you know what I mean? I don't know, but that's the idea.
Do you remember the one person who fucking, I don't know if I should talk about this on air. You and I went to dinner with and they were waiting for a year of their life to happen and then they could transition into a fucking wolf or...
I've been on a similar waiting situations.
Gosh, was this a real thing?
Yeah.
Someone wanted to be a wolf.
At Flores. At Flores. This will probably be it's a personal situation.
Is it one of
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers' new friends?
Oh my gosh, I know, I can't. My memory ain't so good.
Oh, it should be on this one,
It's not
Jesse.
so good.
When a child is
Oh,
promised to
yes.
transform into an animal
Yes.
on a certain day, then
Yes,
that's
yes.
when shit gets wild.
Yes.
I'm not shocked by a lot in this life. That one was a shocking one. The other shocking one was Aaron Rodgers' new girlfriend. Do we have a picture of this? Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
You texted me this morning, and I literally just texted back, well, that's the next logical step
Yeah,
for Aaron
because
Rodgers.
it's him, his new girlfriend, and then like Aubrey Marcus.
Yep.
Because of course.
Yeah, of course.
Of course it's Aubrey's Marcus.
And we love Aubrey. He's been on the show. A lot of people he works with are here. Aubrey's a blast, but Aubrey's got a certain lifestyle that lends itself
I know this
to swapping. Shut the fuck up. You know her?
He's doing everything right. What?
Pull up a better photo of them together, but here's the. We'll throw this up
Do you
first.
mean like metaphorically you know her?
Well, she claims to be a witch.
Cool.
Which,
Fun.
if you've seen Fahim Anwar's new special, he talks about how guys put up with a lot of bullshit, like women claiming to be Wiccans
Yeah,
and witches,
yeah.
but you can never show up to a date and be like, I'm a wizard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so true. Fuck.
So-
yeah, you guys can't say shit.
Jesse,
actually.
you ready for the best part of this?
Please.
Do you know what her name is?
No.
Blue of Earth.
Blue of Earth?
Yep, that's her full name.
One word?
Yeah. Well, no, I think 3 separate words.
Oh.
So if you want to call her BOE, that's fine, I guess. But
Blah
Blue of Earth, the
Blah
blue,
of
by the
Earth.
way, the E is missing from blue. So it's a fun
Here's
flirty
her
thing.
next to, I guess, a cleaned up version? Or is
That's
this-
not her. That's
No, that's Danica Patrick, dude. Come
What are you
on,
doing?
bro.
Go
I
on
guess
Twitter.
this is a cleaned up version of her.
Giorgio, you know everything about gay house music, but nothing about popular culture.
Anyways.
And Danica Patrick, the only female to ever win a Formula One race? That's crazy.
Did she win?
She did not
She won.
She didn't win Formula One.
I don't think so.
Yes,
It was,
she won one race.
Not F1.
What was she in?
It was like a.
IndyCar? I
fun-
don't know. Like NASCAR? She was in NASCAR for a bit, but I think it was IndyCar.
Yeah, she never drove Formula One.
She didn't drive Formula One.
What was it?
She drove NASCAR, didn't she?
Afterwards. She was in Formula One before
Not
that.
Formula One. It's IndyCar, I think. Not.
Stars, you had to be
There's
stars.
only
Let's
like,
find out.
There's only like 20 F1 drivers. She was not one of them.
No, I don't think there's ever been a woman F1 driver, has there?
No.
Hang on. I'm going to fucking... Bob's not here, so I have to use my phone.
Okay, so but we also have Giorgio looking up stuff. What are you finding, Giorgio?
Twitter just has a bunch of pictures of Olivia Munn, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Okay, so
that's
this
who
is-
he should have ended up
I'll
with.
just send it to you. Somebody texted it to me. I texted
Okay,
it to Ross.
so I'm cool with it. Like I'm cool with it. She looks hot.
Blue of Earth?
She looks hot. Life is boring.
What was
Why
her-
not?
What was her one win? I'll just type in Danica Patrick. Thanks again, Bob.
Yeah, who's looking
Danica
up
Patrick, one win. I just want to see what her one win was in.
Also,
Okay,
here's the
and-
photo of them together with Aubrey in the fucking corner.
It was Indy.
Oh, okay.
It was
He's
IndyCar.
photoshopped into that picture. He's not standing there.
Really?
Look at the lighting.
Yeah, that's not real.
look
What
at
do you
this.
mean he's photoshopped? That's Aubrey's in the photo.
No, he is not.
Why would they
Look-
Photoshop
I'm
Aubrey?
with Giorgio. I think it's
so look at
photoshopped
this.
in.
Look at
Why
the
is
sun and the
he-
lighting coming from the right side.
It's a
here,
shitty photo.
And then look
No.
at the shadow coming from Aubrey on
That
the
is
other side.
Aubrey's 100% there.
I don't think so. I don't think he's there.
Look
I'm with
how-
Giorgio.
Are they on a hill? Are they on a platform?
Elevated, yes.
Her boob level. Dan.
Does
not a
Aubrey
real photo.
have legs? I've never
You know,
met him. So.
He might not anymore. Like, who
yeah.
knows
He
what
might
he's-
have just.
what he's doing these days.
I know. He's so crazy, isn't he?
Is that crazy though? In Austin, it's not really crazy.
No, I
It's
think.
not.
By the way, I think he's living life exactly right.
Probably.
Like I have no judgment.
Probably.
As long as everyone's fucking cool and
Just
consenting.
have a bunch of like sister wives, you know?
As long as everyone's with it.
Yeah. By the way, it was IndyCar, by the way, that she won in. So I was incorrect. It was not F1. It was IndyCar. She has one win in IndyCar.
Look at Danny with the research.
Who did it?
Me.
Who's Danny?
Was it you? Good for
Danny,
you.
I've never.
Is he calling himself Danny now?
Wow.
I like
Are
it.
we in the Northeast?
If we're going third person, you know I love third person.
If he
Calling
did-
yourself by a nickname in the third person is amazing.
For the first time?
Yes.
know.
I'm a big
Like
fan.
we're just meeting the third person.
We're
you.
just meeting your other half right now, and
Yeah.
I like it.
Nice to meet you,
Nice,
Danny.
Yeah, thanks, Danny.
Does Danny wear wingtips?
Do your parents call you Danny?
My mom does.
Okay. Oh, that's nice then, Coco.
That's sweet.
Remember that?
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yep.
Don't.
Yep. We watched
can't
that.
even go down
Was it
that.
Hulu?
Yeah.
We watched the Hulu series about the girl who convinced the
from
kid
Plainville.
to kill himself via text message, and the kid had like a weird name, like
It was Conroy. or
Conroy,
something?
yeah, and or Conrad. I'm sorry,
Conrad.
Conrad.
That's not a weird name. That's a totally normal name.
Totally, but they only called him Coco.
Only.
Only called him Coco.
Even when he was like a young man. Not a little kid.
Nope.
And then even in the courtroom, I think someone had said his name and they said, oh no, it's Coco. And it's not even just Coco, it's Coco with like a Boston accent.
Which is terrible.
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 Anyways, she looks fairly normal in this picture.
She's a witch,
I know, I'm just saying.
and her
Like,
name is Blue of Earth.
no, I know, but right there, she just looks like a hippie.
And Aubrey Marcus, whoever photoshopped that in is pretty hilarious. There's not even any shadows on her back legs.
Why would they throw like a little like logo on top of it to cover up the Photoshop?
Yes.
That's my guess. Correct.
No. Why would they throw him in?
This is just some internet troll site who's trying to get clicks, and they're like, "Yo, come check out this three-way that they're having right now."
It works. Look at Sid,
we're on it.
Sid Action or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah.
Awesome MD or something.
Anyways, again,
Again, this is the
good
best picture.
for
I like
them.
of her.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue of Earth. Blue of Earth. Because
This-
look, after Shailene Woodley, isn't this the next logical step that you go to like a Wiccan
yeah,
type chick?
yeah.
I mean, are those elf ears that she's wearing and the heavies? Just like perfectly
Zoom
shaped
in.
heavies.
Zoom in. Let's see that.
Enhance.
Now, Giorgio.
Enhance.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Are those little elf ears?
They
think they
are,
are.
but
They
I
are.
think they're
That much
on
better.
the wig. So they're on the
Is
wig.
this is who I actually picture you with in real
And then
life,
this nice
Giorgio.
pouch for keeping a vial of your lover's blood, which I'm assuming this is for, and some sort of crystal to
Yes, yes,
something.
yes.
And then the heavies.
Those are also dwarf fingernails inside of there. Just the fingernails cut off from dwarfs.
And then the
Fingernail clippings.
pale phoenix feather, I'm guessing this is.
Is it weird that this is
Yeah.
who I picture you with,
yes.
Giorgio?
Yeah.
I can't. I've had many opportunities for such relationships, and it just leaves me running to the hills.
Just
Right.
keep going to 10th Planet. You'll find it.
You'll find it. You'll find it
You'll
at 10th
find
Planet.
your
There's a bunch of
source.
people who just park their campers outside the jiu-jitsu gym now.
Why?
Just give it a little noxy.
They're
Why?
they're living the camper life and then
Hello?
training all day.
Yep.
I
Can't
think there's a
afford
girl
anything.
that comes out
Hey.
of one of them, right?
You know, one of the options,
yeah.
by the way, you know, one of the options at the new studio, probably shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm going to. They were like, hey, your land, because we have 3 acres off of 290.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, hey, we can put hookups in for RVs if you just want people to come and park and stay and live. And I was like, I don't know about that. Maybe some food trucks.
I wanted a food
Yes.
truck.
Food
hookup.
truck.
Food trucks.
I mean, there's a nice little plot of land. We could put par 3 in there. Like a
Yeah.
90
Yes.
par 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Cornhole, the whole thing, everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Horseshoes. Let's go old school.
Yeah.
I get down on
Yeah.
horseshoes.
Yeah.
After work, games of horseshoes, $100 a pop. Let's go. Let's get a dice.
There's a basketball court out
Oh.
back.
Is
There's
there?
a hoop, yeah.
I suck at that.
Yeah. There's a hoop out
Well,
back.
no shit.
I
You're-
suck at
you're a
that
wrestler.
one. Yeah.
You aren't good at ball sports.
But people are saying like, is she just like cosplay? Does she just like
No, she's a witch.
LARP?
And I would appreciate you not fucking shitting on her witchness.
I just find any opportunity to say LARPing because it's my favorite.
You love it.
Yeah.
You love it. But this is Aaron Rodgers now, guys. This is who he is. He's not going to win any more Super Bowls because he took all the money from the Packers. So you might as well just date somebody like this and be fucking weird, you know, spiritual and do ayahuasca and whatever. Like, who cares? I don't think they drug test for ayahuasca in the NFL, do they?
I don't think ayahuasca stays in your system long
Yeah, it
enough.
doesn't seem like it would stay in your
No.
system
No.
long.
You just shit it out. So, like, hey, dude. Aaron Rodgers is doing the right thing, I think. All the right moves.
Yeah.
The hilarious thing is if you look at Packers fans and then just put her in the middle of it, I'd like to see her at like in the end zone at a Packers game with the rest of those fucking beefy bastards.
Oh, what if she starts to put like
guys.
a curse or like a spell on the other team?
Man, then
my
the
God,
Packers might win the
dude.
Super Bowl. Maybe he's doing this for the Packers.
He's
No.
just trolling.
I've done a little bit work. So when I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
He's wrong.
I'm going to call myself
I
out. I'm
told
wrong.
you.
It wasn't
There you go.
photoshopped.
Here's a better
but my
photo. There's
producer
Aubrey.
skills found the real photo. And at the bottom,
Okay, there we go.
read
Okay.
the bottom right now. Just someone.
Unforgettable trip with my dragon fam
Team.
team.
Dragon team. And who wrote that? Who?
Who wrote that? Did Aaron Rodgers write that?
The
Who's
poet
the-
queen.
Oh, that's one of Aubrey's girls.
Okay.
I think that's his wife.
Okay.
Poet Queen. Look
I think
at,
that, I'm
look
pretty
at
sure that's
this.
Aubrey's
So
wife.
the
What happened
poet
here?
queen.
Girl in the middle.
No, just look at this photo.
No,
on this
I
trip.
know.
But it's
Man, I don't want to
such
say
a
this out loud, but I'm
fun-
going to.
It's-
I'm going to say this out loud. Dudes
Don't
were
do
fucking
it.
other
Don't
dudes.
do it.
Dudes were fucking other dudes as well. They were switching girls and then fucking other dudes
There's
as well.
3 dudes and 5 women.
There's no such thing as sexuality on this trip.
Nope.
A hole's a
it's
hole.
all fluid, correct. I think that's exactly what's going on.
Is that how
photo.
Aubrey Marcus rolls for real though?
I mean,
Or you don't know?
do you want me to wildly speculate off
Yes,
Off
that's what
very
this
real
whole
things that
fucking
I've heard.
show is.
off very real things that I've heard since
Yes.
we worked with them at Grand X
Yes.
all the time, and yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, okay, fine.
Can we
Yeah.
break down the photo a little bit?
Please.
Let's break it
Sure,
down, right?
sure, go ahead.
So Aaron Rodgers and his new girlfriend up here. In the back, kind of like the outsiders coupling together, holding each other. We got an arm here on Aubrey, which I'm assuming is the poet.
From Girl.
I don't know who this is.
No, I think that's the poet.
No, I
queen.
think that's the Poet Queen.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah,
Zoom in. Zoom into her face. I don't
That's
think I've ever
Aubrey's-
seen her before.
I believe that's Aubrey's wife.
Yeah, that's about all we
Okay.
can-
Who's the girl on the far left?
This one, I assuming, is with this gentleman.
Is that
as-
Terrell
It looks like Terrell
I think
Owens.
that might be
though.
Terrell Owens. And then this girl, is this a Dodgers jersey, maybe?
So the weird thing
Or
about this,
Dragons
all right,
jersey?
since I know Terrell Owens,
Caitlin
obviously,
Howe.
Terrell Owens has never been married either, and that's always fucking weird. He's, I think, 44, and it's like, all right,
Who gets
I always
married when
assumed
you
he was
do
kind
this?
of gay,
Who gets or
or they're living their life right.
figured
But
it
Life
also,
out.
out, yeah.
Aubrey's had like 4 fiancés that are all best friends with each other. It's a thing.
Was
I love
Whitney someone
Yeah,
that's
Whitney-
not around anymore?
I don't think Whitney's in the mix anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's her last name?
I don't know.
Cummings?
It was the first one when he was like on Rogan.
Okay, gotcha.
Like Rogan was talking about Whitney.
This
and
is a
how-
3-day sex party in the desert.
That's what that seems like.
Yep.
I want
On
in.
drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would fit in for sure.
Easy.
All you have to do is be famous.
Well,
So
I think you just
or
need to be
super rich.
down. I think you just need to be down.
it's not down because there's levels to this shit. So like with this group in particular, all the dudes are rich. All the girls have to be down for whatever. But there's one common theme is like you have to be rich.
Yeah.
To do
okay,
this
okay.
shit.
But like, this at least they're doing this when they're rich, not the other terrible rich person sexual thing.
Yeah. They're not fucking kids, right?
Exactly.
If you're looking at the
He was
alternatives,
trying not to say it,
I
and then
will say
Ross
it. I don't give a
just
shit.
says the exact thing.
Yeah. So with this whole shit, like I'm fine with it. I don't give a shit. Like that looks like a blast.
Oh yeah.
If you have nothing to live for, and we all have one friend
Yeah.
in this life where you look at a photo like this and you're like, oh yeah, so and so would do that. I've got one. Shit, we've got one in the studio, Giorgio. Like that would be a lifestyle for Giorgio, and he'd
Yep.
probably be way happier than he is now.
Right.
I'm assuming, right, Giorgio?
I'd be late for everything.
Yeah. Well, you'd just be
Yeah.
like, guys,
But again,
has
you've got to be
been
rich
fun.
enough to do it.
I'd be
Yeah.
dehydrated all the time.
from all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, working out,
Working out.
Drugs.
getting your
You know what I
butthole worked
mean?
out by
Yeah,
other
yeah.
dudes. Like
do
that's
weird things
awesome.
out.
The drugs they do too are like they'll snort copper.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry,
What does that
maybe
do?
I think my headphones went out.
It's
Did
like
you say
a-
copper.
Copper.
Snorting
It's
copper.
apparently a nootropic. When we interviewed Cal Kingsbury, he was telling us about his experience snorting copper.
Liquid silver, too.
Yeah, I know.
Where do we get some?
I got some at the house.
think you
I'll
can
do
get
a rail.
it from the health.
And what's that going to do? If I snorted a rail of copper, what's that going to do for me?
Apparently, it's a nootropic and it makes you like, I don't know, perked up immediately. He just described it as a zing. That's what he said.
Oh, you're not doing it.
Why not? I'll get all hopped up on copper and do a show.
You're not doing it.
Gacked out on copper. Say, hey, I'm super sorry, Jesse. I've been fucking hopped up on copper all day. Yeah.
You're not doing it.
Come in just wearing an Abraham Lincoln hat, you know, go full penny on it, dude. Just I go through a real big copper phase. What fucking world is that? I want in, dude. I want
Yeah.
to snort some copper.
Yeah.
God
well,
damn it.
again, so no judgment to any of these people. I love it. I say have fun. Good for you. If you have kids or if there's kids involved, then no, right? But everything else, it's
Does
like
Aubrey have
have
kids?
fun.
Does he have kids?
I don't think so.
No, everyone's a child of Aubrey's.
Well, then that's the best way to do it, right? Because if you have
Yeah.
kids, then there's guilt involved.
Yeah.
When you're doing all these drugs, fucking other dudes, girls, whatever, right? Doing magic spells on people, gypsy tears, fucking dwarf toenails, all that other stuff. You can't have children because then you're like, oh, fuck, I wonder what they're doing at home. And that's going to be a drag on your high. But if you don't have kids, yeah, that's a great lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like they're having a fucking blast.
Yes.
They all look happy as shit,
Yes.
tan as fuck, shredded. It's a great lifestyle. Snorting copper,
milked,
butt fucking dudes
freshly
and girls.
milked,
Yeah.
all of them. I don't know.
Jesse,
Is that
they getting milked?
whatever? They're all emptied out.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
There's a table for that.
Yeah, the milking
The
table.
milking table, yeah. Hey guys, I'm sure Blue of Earth is the leader of this. Hey guys, so what we're all gonna do is hold
Join me.
hands, circle around the table, and you're gonna lay face down and put your penis and balls through the hole and get milked. Okay, great.
And the person milking, you won't be able to see it. Maybe man, woman, wizard, witch.
And let's just put it out there. I mean, Aubrey, A, not his real name. B,
What's his real name? He's been on the show and I didn't even know his real name.
Aubrey's
I
not
think
his real
it's
name.
What is it?
Fred. I think it's Fred.
It's Freddie. It'd be weird.
But either
No,
way,
it's just
Let's.
Fred.
We'll have him back.
he was always destined for this life because his father found the fleshlight.
Yeah, it's true.
Really?
He made
Oh, yeah.
all, like his dad, he comes from a wealthy family in Westlake
He lives out by us.
that created the fleshlight.
Yep.
Oh, your fleshlight, boys.
Oh, yeah.
What's the?
So there was a house we were looking at, and one of the realtors was like, "Oh shit, you know who lives out here? The creator of the Fleshlight." And I was like, "Isn't that Aubrey Marcus down there?" Like, "Yeah, it is." And I was
Out
like,
where?
Fucking A.
Here, LA.
Out by us.
Oh.
Out by the drip, dude.
His name's Michael.
After his father.
Michael Marcus.
Michael P. Marcus was his father. His is Michael Aubrey Christopher Marcus.
All right.
Okay,
I
well,
get that.
if
You
there
probably
isn't-
want to change that name because if you Google Michael Marcus, then you're going to get the creator of the
Right.
Fleshlight, and then you're like, "Ah, shit,
Right.
dude. I need to create my own identity."
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand that name change. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I wonder if it was Michael Aubrey and then Christopher was his middle name. Forename.
My friends that went to Westlake, that went to high school with him, he was never Aubrey. So, like,
Yeah.
it was a late in life name change.
I get it
I
though.
respect things like that.
Yeah, so do I.
Right.
So do I.
It's Giorgio. That is not his real name.
Well, when you open up a company and then you look people up, if they have a name that is not flattering with something else that somebody else does, then you're like, "Oh shit, what do I do?"
Or they have a list of priors.
Sure.
Correct. It was on one of those calls I was on the other
Running from
day.
the law.
The guy's name was Michael Brown, and I was like, "Man, why do I know that name? Why do I know Mike Brown?" And I looked it up, and the first thing that came up was that fucking dude who grabbed the cop's gun and that got blown away, caused all the Ferguson riots. Now, the guy that I was talking to was a white man in his late 50s, and I said, "Hey, dude, do you want to maybe throw an initial in there, like a J, like Michael J. Fox or something like that?"
Yeah, but then Michael.
Instead of
J.
Michael Brown, I mean, the first thing you Google is the Ferguson riots, and you're like,
Right.
eh. And then the
Right.
next thing that came up was the coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, the failed coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Mike Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he was like way down that list, and I was just like, all right.
Right.
By the way, happy birthday to Michael J. Fox. Today's his birthday. He's 61 years old.
Really?
Yep. So
yeah.
we're a big fan. We're J. Fox fans around here.
Big time.
Back to the Future, still
Big
one of the
time.
all-time
Spin
best.
City, guys. Special
Spin
place in my
City.
heart.
I never got down in Spin City. Boswick was on there forever.
Doc Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I asked Barry, because Barry's one of my favorites. He's been in a bunch of movies. I asked him what it was like working with Michael J. Fox, and he goes, "Dude, you'll never meet a fucking dude who's more prepared, and he will fucking wipe the streets with you."
For sure.
Oh.
I think that's probably. I mean, yeah.
TV wise,
We were talking about his guest star in Rescue Me. Did anyone see that?
I
That was
didn't. You were
fucking
telling me
good.
about it. You were telling me that he was
Oh,
a
it was,
murder
like,
ball
great.
character.
Yeah, he was like in a wheelchair, but like a extreme wheelchair sport guy.
Yeah.
Almost got in a fight with Dennis Leary. Like, it was so good. His character in that was really awesome.
Dennis Leary's character in that was awesome.
Yeah.
In Rescue
I
Me?
was trying to tell him he'd never seen the show. I was trying to tell him
I
it
only
was really
seen the
fucking
pilot.
good.
Yeah, I've only seen the
Oh, it's
pilot.
really
I
good.
loved it.
Yeah.
TV's not good anymore.
True. Now we can't go
That's
down
not-
that road,
No,
Giorgio.
TV's pretty fucking
We
good.
cannot
We're
go
in a
down.
we're in a dry spot right now. Stranger Things we got into finally. I don't know why I keep shitting on Stranger Things year after year where I'm like, I'm over it. I'm over it. And then you watch it again, you're like, fuck, it's still great.
You
It's
have
still
said
great.
that?
Yeah, where it started a few weeks ago. We just didn't really care because I watched the trailer. The kids look older, and I'm like, I'm starting to check out of it. And then every time we turn it on, it's great. And I'm like, all
know.
right, shit. I'm always incorrect on that, on Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And they've never disappointed.
Yeah. They're doing it.
They are. I just wonder when it's going to end because the one kid's like 27 years old.
Which one kid? Like the
I
brother?
think the black kid. I think he's like 26 or 27 now.
A couple of them are older, but a lot of them are for real
And
kids.
they gave him that high top kid and play fade.
yeah.
Well, because he's got a hairline now. It's fucking 27. But like the other weird thing to me was like, you know, when you breeze through like reels on like Instagram and all that bullshit, and then you scroll through someone, and it looked like a famous actress was being interviewed that was super hot, and I thought it was like Kate Beckinsale, and I was like, nope, That's Millie Bobby Brown now. She is
Yeah.
attractive and
She's a little bit
looks
18.
like she's 30 years
too
old.
attractive. Like all the other kids are like very awkward.
Yeah.
And she is like,
She almost
Really
looks like
hot.
Halsey now.
Yeah,
100%.
like,
That's who that's it.
undoubtedly.
That's who I thought it was. I thought it was
Yeah.
Halsey. And I was like, oh shit, that's
Good for her, though.
I say good for her too.
For sure.
It's just uncomfortable because she is still very young.
Yeah, she's 18.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Is she 18?
She's 18. I'm looking up right now. February 19th, 2004.
Okay.
That's real recent.
Trying
That's
to
like
find
4 months ago.
the character Ross just spoke about.
The black kid?
Yeah, I didn't want to call him that.
What? Why?
I don't know. I feel like I should know his name.
It'd be like me saying, hey, who was the white NBA player last night in the game for the Celtics? Like,
It's
I don't know
kinda
that guy's name either.
Similar vibe though with like Chloe Moretz when she was doing movies like when she was super young.
You could
Yeah,
tell.
yeah,
Well, you
yeah.
could tell. Because even you, Giorgio, were like, this girl's going to grow up and be hot.
Yeah, what was that one where everyone killed everyone?
Kick ass.
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't that. There's another one.
Kick-Ass, though, I remember.
That was,
Kick-Ass
like, when
is
she,
really
like,
fucking good.
popped off, I
Yep.
think.
Yeah.
Oh, Ross. Caleb McCollin, who the black kid, is only 20.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Shit.
The oldest one is Joey Keery, who's like the feathered hair. He works at the video store.
The Stoner brother,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
He's
yeah.
30.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Is he really?
Because they keep putting the hair like as a swoop or like trying to give him like a younger look.
He's fucking 30?
Yeah, but he
30's
looked
great.
older last
He's
season.
in Domino's commercials, right?
Yes, I think
Is he?
so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He's the one
They
that
paid him a lot of
stands out.
fucking money to do those Domino's commercials.
Oh, Natalie Dreyer's 27 too. And she's the curly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, if you can get away with it, great. I think I was 28 and accepted.
How old was Barb? Yeah, but 28, you can.
It was
You
a
know,
college
you
movie,
can-
but I was still 28, and I was just like, ugh.
And those were the days when that was the norm. Like 90210, they all started
Oh,
at
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
age.
yeah.
So like,
Remember when Barb got nominated for a fucking Emmy?
She
I
deserved
fucking
it.
love Barb.
Yeah.
How old was
Fucking
Barb?
Emmy.
Jesse, you know,
It wasn't
Jesse
an Emmy,
dressed
was
up
it?
as Barb for Halloween.
It wasn't
she
an
was
Emmy.
the worst part of the show, and she got nominated for a fucking Emmy.
No,
she was
she
great.
didn't.
Stole the show. Stole the show, Barb. Yeah. Barb deserved it.
Danny, I don't believe you.
Yeah, Barb absolutely fucking deserved it. We will not pull down our pants and shit all over Barb today. She went through enough in the upside down world. I'm not doing that today, Danny. Son of a bitch. We're not shitting on Barb today,
We
Danny.
already have a Danny though, so it would be confusing.
Who's our
She's
social
not
media? She's not here.
She's not here. We
And it's
can
with an
call
I.
you-
Does
we
yours
can
end
call
with an
you
I?
Danny.
Nah.
Do you think this girl's 27 years old?
Questionable.
Do you
Who is
think
that?
she looks younger?
And that's Natalie Dreyer.
Oh, that's the
Okay.
girl in it?
And
Yeah.
she is 27, you're saying?
27.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Do you think she looks older or younger?
I think she's
So-
way younger. I think she
Yeah,
looks.
yeah.
Well, here's the
But that's why
problem
she
with
was
her.
cast, right?
Here's the problem with her. Now, pop up that pic if you can on the far right. So she's rail thin, and it's tough to tell an age on somebody like that.
No, I think she was hired because she
She's good.
looks younger.
Yeah, she looks younger. But I'm just saying, it's tough to tell when you're that thin.
I also love how I just want Stranger Things cast, and it gives me all their ages right here because people have just been
Because
googling.
people are
Oh,
yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. What do we got?
Exactly.
What's the youngest one?
The youngest one here might be Millie Bobby Brown at 18.
How old's Wolfhard?
I think
Best last
Best
name
last name
of
ever.
any person in the history of persons.
yeah, they don't have them in order either, which is really annoying.
Right.
But I'm looking for Wolfhard.
That's fine. That
Oh,
kid's
here,
There we go.
Wolfhard is 19.
Wolfhard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all like.
He's got a lot of years left of wolfing hard.
Jimmy Page biopic. That's all he needs to do. He wins.
Something like
Fuck
that,
yeah,
right?
dude.
He's done.
Fuck yeah.
Something
Yep.
like that.
Put him in the Jimmy Page biopic.
He is gonna,
Let's go.
because he's good. He's gonna do something like that too, for sure.
It'll be his Ray or whatever.
Yeah. It's
Ray.
Ray. Okay. It'll be his Elvis. Yeah.
Maybe. He does look identical to him. That'd be good. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
That is a good one.
For sure. Same with Ruth playing Madonna, dude. That's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. You got a crime corner to end the sesh today, James?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You don't seem confident in it. Yeah? Yeah?
I do. Go.
Crime corner. Crime corner.
Owner faces felony charge after showing pictures of his monkey on meth. Can you find?
Yeah. Not deserve that applause.
Does it?
It does.
I know.
Absolutely.
Okay, so my trepidation with this is that it's like kind of sad too. Do you know what I mean?
Not really.
Yeah.
It's sad if you own a monkey
and you're giving it meth
Yeah,
and
why
like
not?
it's
Why not?
yeah, no.
Is it more or less sad than giving it Xanax and wine? Like that woman
Xanax
did?
and wine is more
It's a great combo.
is less yeah, exactly. Tale as old as time. Meth is like a whole other situation, right?
Only because we all haven't done it. From the people who have done it, I've heard it is amazing.
It's terrible.
For a short amount of
terrible.
time. And then it's real not amazing, right?
No. I don't know anybody who would want to stay up for 3 days straight. I just don't.
No, yeah.
What's no, that's a terrible drug.
I don't
What
get
if
it either.
during those 3 days you feel like a god?
You do not.
So I've heard. Again, I've heard great things for a couple days.
No,
But like
no.
as a lifestyle, I've heard it's not so cool.
So you have,
Do you know what I mean, right? But like obviously you do it like nobody's just like if it was horrible after the first time,
Yeah.
you wouldn't do it, right? There has to be something great.
Why are they giving the monkey meth?
So the man accused of allowing his pet monkey to have methamphetamine as if the monkey's like, come on, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like finds it and does it.
Yeah.
Allowing the monkey to have methamphetamine has been indicted on a felony charge. Adam Cordis is also accused of having a shotgun, which he's not allowed to have, so whatever. But
He's allowed to have
veterinarian
a monkey, but not a shotgun?
I don't think he's allowed to have either, but these are two.
Okay.
I'm sure he's not allowed near a school. Like this guy is not a real great guy, right? Like
Well, I think once you buy a
It sounds
monkey,
all right.
I
you
think
then
he's not
disqualified from having the shotgun.
yeah. Like once you have a meth monkey, they probably don't.
That's the only question they ask you when you go to buy a shotgun is do you have a meth monkey?
Yeah, do you have a meth monkey?
Well, now
cool. We're
listen,
not going to give you
too.
this shotgun.
It's the only form of gun control we have in this country.
Yeah.
So
do you have a meth monkey?
Neo.
Yes. Then you can't have a shotgun then.
Neo
Uh-huh.
is the monkey's name.
From The Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to find a picture of this guy, you'd be like, yeah, of course, it's from The Matrix. But Neo was Adam's second monkey because the first one died.
Oh, R.I.P.
A veterinarian in Florida tipped off animal control officers in Cincinnati that a capuchin, that's a type of monkey. It's like probably the real cute one that everybody wants.
Yeah.
Might have been abused and on drugs. They checked out the address and said they found a lot of drugs and guns. And a search warrant was obtained and drugs again were allegedly found in the apartment. Most of the guns were gone except for a shotgun. Neo did the monkey did test positive for meth.
Shit. So they drug tested the monkey? All right. So there it is. There's
like
there's
that's
the guy.
the sad
Neo's the
picture
monkey,
that
right?
I don't like. Yeah.
Oh, I like that picture.
No.
No, because look, that's what happens to people when you do meth for extended periods of time. You're going to lose weight like that. That's a
and
very thin monkey.
He was malnourished. And like, look, again, this is, he has since been sent to rehab. So
The monkey or the guy?
the monkey.
Oh, the monkey's in rehab.
No, the guy.
Oh, I was
Wait.
like, is there a monkey rehab? Maybe. Shit,
He
dude.
has since been sent to rehab in Indiana and is now at an undisclosed location. No, it is the monkey. So, but by rehab, they mean like, animal rescue type rehab. And
I think
so
it's a
he
full
is-
adult rehab where the
No.
monkey has its own room and then it comes out to the
No.
meetings.
No. So he has since been in rehab in Indiana and is now at an undisclosed location with other capuchin monkeys in Florida. The monkeys are social and he is thriving there. So it's a good ending to the story, Monkey Rehab.
Yeah. No, it sounds like a good ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty proud of all that.
He got rescued and he went to rehab. Now, Adam, they don't care about him.
The owner,
He
yeah.
doesn't
What
go
happened to the
anywhere.
owner?
He goes, he is facing felony charge of cruel treatment against companion animals, which is specific, right?
Yeah.
This specific animal is probably a trained monkey. That's probably how he got a hold of it.
Right, but is it okay to be cruel to, I guess it is if you hunt them and stuff. Anyways, to companion animals, he was originally charged with a misdemeanor, but now faces the felony charge. He did not have to post bond. He did not have the bond to get out of jail. So he's in jail. Monkey's in rehab.
Sure.
Monkey's
I
fine.
think this is the rehab picture of the monkey.
Let's see the rehab picture of the monkey. Oh, it looks great.
Monkey's looking better.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Thriving.
back to life. He's thriving.
Yep.
Look
Thriving.
at that. He's bigger. That's a fun
Yep.
thing.
And now
It's a nice story today.
I
Yeah.
also found this. I don't know if it's still up. M3TH monkey is a hashtag on TikTok. So I don't know if they're like, and there's a bunch of monkey accounts here to the right. So I don't know if people are filming their monkeys on drugs just for internet clout.
That's fun. That's kind of fun. If you have a monkey, though, let's give it some drugs. They don't want to be in your house
but
anyways.
Meth. Anything but meth. Do you know what I mean?
What
Again,
about
Xanax and wine.
Heroin.
Heroin. Have fun.
You're going to
Well,
give
that's
a
for the
monkey
tigers.
heroin?
From everything I've heard, heroin is a lot fucking better.
No. Now, heroin, I've never heard a bad story about. Just meth.
Well,
Well, as far as like fun drugs, right? People like it too much. Whereas meth, you're just like,
it's just
you're losing teeth and shit.
It's a compulsion. But yeah.
Well, that was a fun one to end it on, you know? Monkey's all right. He's doing good. He looks
Monkey's
good.
good.
Guy's still in jail.
Yep.
Not a huge shock that he couldn't post bond.
Right. Monkey guy is not going to be thriving. Monkey thriving.
Thriving. Yeah.
So
So
we're
you're
good.
welcome today.
Yes.
Okay. We learned a lot.
We really did. We learned that Delco is actually Danny.
Yeah, it's Danny.
Gosh. That was a new
Dan
one.
Holloway just walked in. We're doing fake news here in about 20 minutes on the same channel. So stay here, turn the notifications on, Giorgio. Tell him, run him through the thing, click the bell, and then what else? You have to fucking click your heels?
Click the
have
bell.
to turn on
click
your-
your heels 3 times. Do a little turn. Chug a hard AF. Then go into the settings on your phone and allow YouTube notifications.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so you have to be willing. I know our instinct is to be like, don't notify me via, you know what I mean? My phone, but I guess on this one, you want it.
Yes, yes. And we're going to have fake news with Dan, not Danny. Well, actually, both will be on the show. Holloway, do you know that he's going by Danny now? He calls himself Danny in the third person?
I don't.
You just did. You did it live on air. And it was awesome.
Big surprise. Big surprise.
Dan
Holloway
goes,
is not
no,
talking.
I'm not getting involved in that.
Just
I'm not
slowly
getting
shaking his
involved in
head no.
that. Yeah.
All right.
Man, we had fun today. Go to iTunes, rate the show 5-star, leave a quick review. Go to Spotify. That's just a 5-star, and you can walk away. You can walk away from life and everything else that goes on. We're proud of you. We love you. It's a great crime corner to end the show today.
Thanks.
Okay. Stay on the old network. We'll be live here in about 20 minutes for fake news on Drinkin' Bros, and then we'll have a chat about the going live tonight for the J6 hearings. Boy, can we go picture in picture since it's on every network? If we block it with a logo, Giorgio,
Lord
That doesn't make it
knows.
legal.
it doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
We've
Doesn't-
done it in the
do-
past,
Right, but it doesn't make it
Yeah, and how'd that work out for us?
legit.
It worked out fine. Like we
I mean,
did it,
honestly, if we just do it for the stream,
and then we ended after that. Who cares, right? Because it's not going to be an episode.
Are you doing it on
It's not going to be an
Patreon?
audio episode.
Oh,
No.
okay.
We would do it live on YouTube because let's face it, we need one, right? To kind of break down what this is.
Okay.
Apparently, everybody's coming after Fox. I guess Fox News is the only one not showing this tonight. Not that that's a huge. I'm surprised anyone's showing this tonight, but fucking A. I can't wait to see it now. If you put this much money into it and a producer,
people want
it'd be
ratings.
an extravaganza, yeah. But Fox is countering by putting Tucker and Hannity on against it tonight. So, like, they're saying, hey, there's people that don't give a shit about this. We'll see.
Well, they'll talk about it. That's what they'll talk about tonight.
Yes, and then tomorrow everybody's going to talk about the fucking ratings of it, what happened with it, and what they believe in, and all that other fun stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Water cooler.
Water cooler talk. Prayers out for the monkey and Neo and all that fun stuff. And if you're out there giving drugs to monkeys, knock it off. All right, knock it off. You're better than that. You're better than that. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.